Anyway, it's a funny kind of situation sitting here in the ship, kind of talking to myself. I'm finding it's a little bit eerie. I have one of the things that I was thinking about while I was hanging out here in the boat was who's talking to who out on the river, and I was hoping to get some of these. I was hoping to get some of the signals that were being sent back and forth. So I got a scanner, but these things are really hard to use. And I was trying to see who was talking to who, but there are many channels on these things, and so I didn't have too much luck doing that. But I was trying to figure out some of the things that are going on here in terms of chatter, and so I also got an FM radio to see what was one of the things that I was really interested in a long time ago was that station that was broadcasting off the coast, Radio Caroline it was called. It was a pirate station, and I have a great admiration for music that happens over, like, kind of on the edge, really, and not coming to the mainstream and through the ways that we usually hear music. So music that's sort of in the cracks, really. And so I've been dialing around looking for some of that music, and it's a little bit hard to find. There's I guess several hundred pirate stations in London now, and in New York, where I'm from, there's not so many. So there's kind of like crazy pirate tradition here. So I asked a former pirate to come by the ship today, and he's arrived. He's here. Here he is. Gordon Mack is going to join us for a moment. Have a seat, Gordon. It's very nice of you to come by. I asked Gordon to come by because I don't really know how to find too many of these things. And also I was just interested in hearing about your days as a pirate, and what brought you to do that kind of music in that kind of way? Why was that?
I think that the reason why there's pirates over here is because the airwaves over here are very, very controlled, especially on FM. So you can't just set up a station legally and just go and play music on FM. You have to actually win a license, and there's only a few of those licenses. And at the moment, all the FM licenses are owned by the BBC or two other big commercial groups. Other than that, the rest of them are pirates, and that's why there's still a need for pirates, because a lot of the legal stations play very safe. They homogenise music, we call it, and they pick all the favourites and all the big ones, because everyone's fighting for the kind of the big crowd, and it means that they don't actually deal with the more underground musics, and that's why you still get pirates. But on saying that, times are moving on, and now there's the introduction of DAB, which is a new frequency where people can listen to a wider choice of radio. They can hear kind of all the football games, and they can hear Christian radio, and they can hear if they're Polish or if they're French, or if they're there's gaydar for the gay sector. There is a whole kind of broader set, but that still costs money, and pirates are pirates at the end of the day, and they just go on, they just want to play their music, and sort of it's a different game. But there's an audience for it. There's a big audience for it. Radio in London is radio in England is a very, very vibrant thing, really. And
yeah, there's a much more choice of stuff to listen to, I think, than in the United States, which is a lot more buttoned down in certain ways. Could you just show us a few of those stations, because we know sometimes they're a little hard to find.
Okay.
Maybe not for you as a pirate.
Let's come straight for this one.
That's a pirate.
Now, why do you say that's a pirate?
Because the
We don't
music,
come here to play about, man.
the music and the presentation style is a rough and ready. It's raw. The music probably hasn't been released by a big major capital, like a big major label. And as you can hear,
That's
it's
not
different.
a major label kind of sound.
There you go. There's another one. That's a reggae dancehall station. Now, see, that's a legal station because you know the record.
Across the halfway mark, this 8x, that's Foo Fighters. Very developed.
Then you've got... That's a bad signal.
Why is that a bad signal?
Because pirates, they transmit off of high buildings, and depending on... with FM, the higher that your aerial is, the wider that you'll go. So if you've got a 200 watt transmitter on a low building, it will go 5 miles or 10 miles. If you've got it up on Crystal Palace, where there's a great big hill and there's great big tower blocks up there, then you'll go all over London. That's what we used to do when we was Kiss the Pirate. But don't do that anymore.
Oh, okay.
This is a great boat, actually. I'd love to put an aerial on here.
Oh, right.
Yeah, can you imagine? No. See, that's a commercial station.
I'm really proud, you know.
As big savings as it
There you go.
That's S_Thieves, Cero_Digital for
That's
the late
definitely pirate.
artist.
But anyway.
So now you're a former pirate, basically, technically. So what did you do after being a pirate then?
Well, I set up Kiss FM back in '85 just to be a DJ, and because at that time there was only 2 radio stations that were legal in London, and so wanted to spread the musical choice, and always been a music lover, a soul and dance music lover, and so I set up Kiss FM back in '85 with a couple of partners, and we got it legalised in 1990, and we became, and it's still on now. I mean, it's still staying true to its form and still type of playing for the 15 to 24-year-olds the latest music. So it's kind of, it's still going to stay. It's still very, very popular today. I just got too old for it and had to move out, really. Went off and set up other things. I'm in the process at the moment of setting up an internet and DAB radio station for the people that are kind of 30 to 55 that like soul music, and I'm trying to do it the legal way rather than going to being a pirate. I'm actually going and doing it the legal way. So
Reform.
Yes. Running from the law is not good.
Oh, okay. So what's happening on April 22nd?
April 22nd? There's loads of different...
Supposedly the end of...
The end of FM? Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen for 5 to 7... It really depends.
5 to 7 years?
Yes.
Years?
Oh yes. I don't think we're going to be a complete digital Britain until probably 5 to 7 years' time. Really, I think FM's going to stay there because the big problem is the cars getting FM in the cars. FM's in the cars everywhere, and to get DAB, which is the new frequency that we're trying to promote and get on over here. Is growing slowly. We've got 50% of homes in London have a DAB radio, so they can hear that, and they need to get that up before they can turn the FM off, really, and get radio into cars, a DAB. Right. There's a very big side side discussion on all of this, and that's that will Wi-Fi will that outgrow or become more popular than DAB at some point, so because on your mobile phone now you can get an app, or like my station, my-soul.com, I've got to give it a plug, but we have an app that you can listen to it on your iPhone or your mobile, whatever, and you can put that in your car, plug it into your stereo, and you've got internet radio in your car just like FM. And that's kind of, will that catch on quicker than DAB radios? Because it's the battle of the cars, really. And that's the thing that's going to be very interesting. But I don't think we're going to be a fully digital Britain for another 5 years at least.
Gordon, thanks so much for coming by the boat.
Thank you. I love your boat. It's wonderful.
Yes, come by anytime. Thanks a lot. Okay.
Take care.
All right. Bye. So, a former pirate.